is Mehak, roll number 34, playing the role of Catherine.
Hi, this is Diya Sharma and the roll number is 46 and I am playing the role of Mrs. Paddingham.
Hi, this is Priya, roll number 19, and I am playing the role of Susie Maka.
I am Sagar, roll number 37, and I am playing the role of John Tala.
Hi, I am Shubham. My roll number is 22 and I am playing the role of Don Bedingham.
Hi, this is Divakar. I am playing the role of Henry Cromwell and my roll number is 12.
Hello. My name is Harshit. My roll number is 16 and I am playing the role of Sean Maka in the movie.
Hello, my name is Deepak Best and I am playing the role of James Howlett. My roll number is 2.
Sean,
What happened, John? Why are you so frightened?
did you heard about the rumors?
What rumors?
A group of outsiders has started trading with the Cherokee tribe.
So what's the big deal in it? They are some traders. They must have some trade to do. Don't be scared of them.
Alright. So how was your day today? How many animals did you hunted?
It was good. I hunted a boar today. What about you?
No, I will just leave in a few minutes. I have to go to the woods.
Okay. I'm also leaving. I have to meet Susie.
Hey Sean,
Hi Susie. How are you?
I'm fine. Do you know why John was behaving
Oh,
weirdly?
you know him. He's just a faint-hearted person. He gets scared of little things. There's just some group of traders who are trying to trade with Cherokee tribe.
Oh, now I understand.
Okay, Susie, let's go do some fishing at Finger Lake.
Okay, let's go. Sean, who is that stranger coming out of the woods?
I don't know. Let me go and ask first. My name is John Bedingham and I'm a British industrialist and I've come to your land for trade. If you don't mind, can I talk with you for a moment? Yeah, you can. My name is Sean. Here is my sister Susie. I want to set up a mining industry in your land as it is a golden opportunity for your people to develop. You will get new resources. The standard of your people will improve. Think of my offer. Okay, but I need some time. I need to discuss it with my tribe people. I'll let you know later. Okay, I'm staying near Finger Lake. If you like my offer, come and meet. Okay.
Sean, what is your call on this situation?
I think it is a good deal. It's only gonna benefit us people. So let's discuss it with John and Catherine.
Okay, let's gather up. What happened, Susie? Why are you screaming? Hi, Catherine. We wanted to discuss something important with you. But let everyone come, then I'll tell you everything.
Hello John, welcome. We were waiting for you because we want to discuss something with you.
Okay, so there is a British industrialist named Sir Don Bedingham. He wants to set up a mining industry on our land. It will be beneficial for us. We will get resources and medicines. It will benefit all of us. I think it is a stupid idea to deal with outsiders. Why should we allow them to set up industry even we don't know their true intentions?
Yes, I agree with Catherine.
Come on, John. Think practically. It will only benefit us. Don't tell John to think practically. It's better you understand what you are saying. Okay, fine then. Sean, for a safer side, let's go and discuss everything with the industrialist.
You're also doubting me?
I don't doubt you, but after hearing to what Catherine was saying, it would be better if we discuss everything out first.
Okay, if you're saying so, let's just go and meet industrialists at Finger Lake.
Hello, Mr. Bedingham.
Oh, hi Sean. Hi Susie. Please come inside. Have a seat.
Mr. Bedingham, we wanted to discuss something very important with you.
Yeah, we will. But before that, I want both of you to meet someone very special. Sean, Susie, I want you to meet my lovely wife, Sarah.
Hi Sean, hi Suzy.
Nice meeting you, Mrs. Peddingham.
Nice meeting both of you.
Now, Sean, tell me what you wanted to discuss. Yes, Mr. Beddingham, I want you to clarify something. Of course, tell me. Mr. Beddingham, I just want to know why do you want to invest on our land? Sean, I will tell you the thing. The real intention in investing in your land is that your land possesses some precious zones that is relevant for both of us. There are some ore such as sulfur, which is used to treat skin disorders, and there is another ore, magnetite, which is used to make medicines. So that is the reason I want to invest in it. Okay, I understood.
I want to ask you,
Go ahead.
your industries, will they harm our lands and forests?
No, it won't. Trust me.
Okay, because our lands are our mother and forests are our guardian fairies. We worship it.
I understand it and I respect it. Okay, if both of you agree, you can sign the agreement. James, bring the agreement.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, Mr. Beddingham, we shall leave now.
Okay. Bye.
These people are so nice. They trust us. I really love them.
Yeah, I also like them very much.
By the way, how about this idea if we join these people in our factories also?
That's a really great idea because this land belongs to them. So they must get some of the share of the land.
But I am afraid of one thing.
What scares you?
If we make any mistake, then these people will stop trusting us. And in a situation, what will we do then?
Why do you worry much, sweetheart? Nothing will go wrong. Everything else is fine. But I've heard there are some people who do not trust us
But why?
because we are outsiders.
Don't worry. Once they see the progress of their village, they will start trusting us.
I hope so too.
I know how important everyone is to you, who works for you and trusts you.
And that's why I consider their problem as my own problem.
I have full faith in you. Those who don't trust us, they will start trusting us soon. And they will become just like us.
And I will prove it too.
If all your troubles are over, then let's go to see the site.
As you say, my lady.
Stop calling me, my lady.
As you say, my lady.
Come on, let's go.
It's been a month, John.
Everything has changed so lot in 1 month.
Yeah, after setting up of industry, our life has changed.
Everyone is considering those outsiders as God.
Yeah, John, but we can't do anything about it.
I can't even imagine my family, friends have changed so much.
You have to accept it.
No, I can't.
John, why don't you understand? Everyone has become greedy. They can't say anything right now.
Is money more important than everything in life?
John, money can make your life comfortable, and that's why everyone running towards it.
So what will happen next?
I don't know, I'm quite worried right now.
Why are you worried, Kathleen?
John, people are unaware about the consequences they might face.
What consequences are you talking about?
Yesterday I went for fishing at Finger Lake, and you won't believe what I saw there.
What did you see?
I saw fishes are dying, and the color of the water was strange. It was smelly.
What? What are you saying? The color of water was different? How come it changed?
Maybe the industry was cause for it.
Maybe you are right.
I think we should tell this to Susie.
Let's hurry. We should not waste any more time. Susie, we want to talk about something. It's urgent.
What do you want to talk about, John? The fishes at Finger Lake have died. So what? They might have been killed by somebody.
No, they haven't been killed by any big fish.
So what is it? Tell me. The color of the Finger Lake has changed completely. It was smelly. How can the color of the lake change so fast? It is not possible.
Yes, I have seen it with my own eyes.
Do you know what's causing it? Maybe the industry? What rubbish are you talking about?
Believe her, she's saying the truth.
That's impossible. Mr. Beddingham told me himself that the industry won't harm the environment.
How can you trust an outsider?
He's not an outsider. He's our well-wisher.
Believe us, please.
Now I understand what you two are trying to do.
What you are trying to do?
You never wanted our people to develop. Now you're trying to instigate me against Mr. Beddingham.
No, Susie, you are misunderstanding us.
No, I'm not. I don't want to talk to you. Thank God you've come. Look what these two are talking about.
No need to tell me anything. I've heard everything.
If you heard everything, you would understand what we are trying to say.
Yes, we are thinking about everyone's welfare, but both of you are not listening to us.
Okay, if this is true, let's go and talk to Mr. Beddingham.
Okay.
Miss Beddingham?
Who the hell are you?
Is this the Mrs. Beddingham you met before?
First of all, don't call me my name.
Mrs. Beddingham?
Shut up. Call me ma'am. I'm your master and you are my slave.
Ma'am, why are you trying to talk to us like that?
I'm not obliged to give answers to a slave.
Slave, what are you saying?
Just throw them out. And if they don't listen, you know what to do.
You bloody slaves, get the hell out of here.
No, we won't until Mr. Beddingham comes here.
Now don't piss me off, otherwise I'm gonna kill each and every one of you.
Everyone, let's get back to the village. We will discuss it later.
I think we should go to industry to meet Mr. Beddingham next day.
I hope now you get it what we were saying to you.
Before trusting an outsider, you should listen to your own people too.
Yes, we will go to meet him next day. Please forgive us. I'm pretty sure Mr. Beddingham is just not like that. He will definitely listen to us.
Oh, hey, look, who came, my dear tribal people. Thank you so much for giving your land for setting up industry.
Look, I told you, Mr. Beddingham is a very nice person. He will definitely listen to us.
Now tell me, what's the matter? Mr. Beddingham, the industry set up by you is releasing harmful chemical and gases which are harming the environment. Many animals are getting killed and also it is affecting the people living nearby.
Oh, that's a big issue.
Oh God!
You really think I got to listen to you? That's none of my business. Mr. Beddingham?
How dare you try to sit in front of me? I am your master, you bloody slave. Didn't anyone taught you how to behave in front of a white man? Your place is on the ground, not here. And call me sir.
I heard something. Let's go.
Let's go.
What happened, sir?
James and Henry, get this guy hell out of here.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Henry, let's teach this better lesson.
This is not it. You're not doing right to us. We trusted you.
So what? You all are fools who have come under our influence so easily.
They even don't have the wisdom to know whom to trust and whom to not.
Yes, sir, indeed.
You betrayed us. The heat coming out of your mind is causing great burns on our hands.
So much courage, huh? And James, you know about too.
Come on, let me show you your status.
I don't know what's happening in there. Should I go in or not?
And don't you dare to show me your wretched face, you bloody swine.
Better understand it, you moron.
Stupid dog. Just take your friend and explain it to him to keep his voice down next time. Bloody swine.
Hey, Susie. Susie.
Look what happened. At first, no one is listening to me, but now we can live well.
How?
honor their words, accept Christianity. It is good for us. Otherwise, they will kill us the way they kill others.
What nonsense are you saying? Till now you were fighting against them. Now you are asking us to obey the same people?
What has happened to you, Catherine? Don't you know we follow animism and totemism? Why are you making the same mistakes as us?
I'm not making any mistake like you. I'm doing what is better for all of us.
Is it right for us? Have you gone mad?
It would be better if you don't say anything. You didn't even try to save Sean. You coward dog.
So what, Catherine? Are you trying to convince us that we should take their words into consideration now? And what is the guarantee that nothing will happen to us after that?
If you listen to them, they will not do anything to us. Please understand.
I think Catherine is right. The consequences of us going against them is either death or more torture.
We would like to meet Mr. Bedingham.
Alright, wait for 2 minutes.
We are ready to move forward, but we want a part of our lands back and an increase in our wages.
What? Let me just listen what she is saying.
You are not our master. We are your master. So we are not going to listen any condition from you.
How did you even dare to think that we can agree with you?
This is so wrong. We were so pleased with your words. Yet injustice is done to us.
Look who is speaking. You coward dog. You got so much courage now.
I think you forgot what happened to his friend.
We have given you everything. Now you can give us back our own land.
What nonsense you are talking. Catherine? Catherine? Make her shut up.
You don't understand what man is saying to you? Keep your mouth shut.
What happened? What a shock. Your dear Catherine was working for us.
He's the smart one, unlike you love to do wrong.
I know you must be confused as to when and how all this happened. Alright, I will tell you.
These people will never listen to me at all and came under the influence of those outsiders.
Catherine, these people will never trust you, and this is called not having unity.
It's not like that. They are my people.
If it is like that, why don't they believe you? Because they don't trust you, and whatever you say, it doesn't matter to them.
You are provoking me.
No, I am showing you the reality. You should be with those who listen to you and care for you.
So what should I do?
You should work for us. You will get everything. Respect, care, and most importantly, money.
But this is wrong. I can't cheat on.
Looking at the current situation, you should think about yourself.
What do I have to do?
You have to convince them to accept Christianity.
Okay, so I get all that right? No harm should come to you.
This is our promise. Nothing will happen to you.
Why did you choose me for this work?
Because you are brave.
We didn't expect this from you.
You were the one telling us not to trust these people. And now siding with them? Wow.
You betrayed us.
Shut up. When I was with you all, no one is listening to me.
That's why you left us and went to them.
Now you all shut your mouth and rub your nose in front of Mr. and Mrs.
We will break your nose.
You silly girls, don't you know how to behave in front of royal blood?
Shameless girl, you are very fond of shouting, huh? Now wait, I will shut your boca.
I will not spare you. How dare you, bloody swine! On your command, sir! Meet him.
No!
What you just did?
We did what was right. It just takes a bullet to shut the mouth of such people.
Now it's your time. Get ready. What? This is not right. I'm with you all. I supported you.
One who does not belong to royal blood can't be our own.
Henry, you told me nothing would happen to me.
Catherine, sorry. You shouldn't have trusted us.